What's up, Tiki Team? Welcome to the channel. My name's Spesh, helping you conquer the Horde, and we need to talk about exactly what Project Janus is inside of Cold War Zombies and what it means for the future of our Dark Aether storyline. Because of the way that Forsaken left off, there is so many things that we can interpret from that ending. I think one of the most interesting and biggest parts of that ending is where Peck shows up 5 years later and says that he needs to find some old friends and points to the middle of the ocean to where he's going. Peck is probably going to find a way to get to the inversion warheads that were thrown into the Pacific at the end of the first Outbreak Easter egg and find a way to get Samantha out of the Dark Aether. Now, as we found out in some intel, Peck was not only working with Omega.
I'm just telling you the date has changed, alright? June 4th. If you want him, you'll have to move fast. The Forsaken's cage has been completed to your specifications. Once Zykov gives us the creature's location, we'll extract him directly into our captivity. Kravchenko is blinded by abject loyalty and his determination to appease his superiors. You know this, ever since you first told him about the Forsaken. Don't bullshit a bullshitter. I'm not stupid, I know it was you. I'll admit, at first I thought it was Strauss, maybe Weaver. But it's been you this whole time. You're the Requiem mole. I just want to figure out why. Hey, remember, you came to me at Outpost 25. You told me to get rid of her, despite Kravchenko's orders. I threw her in the Dark Aether for you, just because you didn't anticipate they'd get her back. That's not on me. All I'm saying is, you want this thing, the Forsaken. You want it so badly that you don't care which side gets it for you, as long as you get it. If you're gonna pull this off, you need me. So, we have an agreement? Clean slate? Good. I'll let you know when. Have your men ready.
Based on this intel, we learned that Peck was also trying to wipe the slate clean with Requiem and, moreover, with Eddie. He talks to Eddie and wants him to find a way to take the Forsaken for his own personal gain, and it wipes Peck's slate clean. He even says that Eddie does not care which side captures the Forsaken as long as the Forsaken is captured. Similar to how Zykov was playing both sides to try and get out of the Dark Aether, Peck is playing both sides for his own personal gain. Now, as for what Eddie needs the Forsaken for, there's a really good chance that based on some intel in the game, that Samantha and Weaver had killed his son and wife. At the end of the cutscene, we saw his son and wife in the very last center of the picture, so maybe his entire plan is to somehow utilize the powers of the Forsaken to bring back both his son and wife, but how exactly is he gonna do that? As we know from one of the recent videos I posted on the channel, the Forsaken consumed all of the old Elder Gods inside of the Dark Aether, and that includes Cortifex. Now, Cortifex has the power to raise the dead, but they come back as zombies, but maybe somehow Cortifex found a way to convince Eddie that he would be able to not only bring his wife and child back, but bring them back in a regular form instead of a zombie form. Obviously, this isn't confirmed that Cortifex is even still alive after being consumed by Zykov, because I mean, look at Zykov. Could you believe trying to sit in that man's stomach forever? But if that's the case, the final end cutscene of Black Ops Cold War has a whole nother meaning. Once we learned that Eddie had been trying to take revenge on Samantha by throwing her into the Dark Aether, we knew that Eddie's intentions were not good. If his goal is to get revenge on both Eddie and Weaver inside of this cutscene, then maybe him using the Forsaken is exactly how he's going to do that. As of right now, Samantha is one of two things, either trapped inside of the Dark Aether, or trapped inside of the Forsaken inside of the gigantic Sophia cage. And we also saw that Weaver was being arrested. With the whole strike team and Requiem having to go to a black site, it's very interesting to see where this story is going to take us and also how Peck is going to play a part in this game. I would assume with Peck going to find the inversion warheads, he would probably be planning to get Samantha Maxis out of the Dark Aether to combat Eddie in some way, shape, or form. In the weirdest possible way, Peck has become the hero. The events of Vanguard zombies are certainly going to change how this theory moves, but at the very least we have so much to learn on what Eddie's plans are and also the future of the Dark Aether storyline as a whole. I cannot wait for 2023 and the next Treyarch game. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. I want to give a big shout out to all the channel members over on the channel, and an extra special shout out to all of the Zombie Richtofen members, starting off with hashtag BestMod, Strict Archer, the quippest man in the Southern Hemisphere, Commander_Quip, and the man, the myth, the legend, Tis Brandon ZR.